Think about the last time you booked a flight. What was the price you saw in the search results? What did you actually pay by the time you hit confirm? Those two numbers are almost never the same anymore. Here is the paradox that nobody fully explains. Airline tickets in 2025 are 40% cheaper in real terms than they were in 2016. Adjusted for inflation, flying has genuinely gotten more affordable, and yet most frequent flyers feel like they are paying more than ever. Both things are true, and the reason why tells you everything about how airlines actually make money. In 2024, United States Airlines collected $7.27 billion just from checked bags. That is not including seat fees, or change fees, or boarding fees. The global total from extras hit $148 billion, and it is growing every single year. In 2007, when you bought an airline ticket in the United States, here is what was included. One checked bag, usually two. A meal on longer flights. A seat. Any seat, no extra charge. The ticket price was the full price. What you saw was what you paid. Then came 2008, and an oil price crisis that changed aviation permanently. In the summer of 2008, oil prices hit $147 a barrel. Fuel is an airline's single biggest cost, sometimes 30 to 40% of operating expenses. Airlines were hemorrhaging money. They could not raise ticket prices. The internet had made comparison shopping instant and brutal. So they did something else. American Airlines charged $15 for the first checked bag, the first major United States airline to do it. Industry observers called it the beginning of the end of included service. They were right, but not in the way anyone expected. Unbundling sounds technical. The concept is simple. Take everything that used to be included in the ticket price, separate it out, charge for each piece individually. The key insight the airlines had was this. Online price comparison sites show only the base fare. Google Flights, Kayak, Expedia, they rank results by ticket price. If you strip out the bag, the seat, the meal, your base fare looks lower. You rank higher in the search results. More people click, more people book. The fee is not charged until after you have already decided to fly and spent 20 minutes entering your details. Behavioral economists call this drip pricing. The full cost is revealed gradually. By the time you see the bag fee, you have already committed psychologically. Most people pay. Restarting the entire booking process feels worse than the $40 fee. Airlines have mastered the psychology of the booking funnel. Each fee appears at the exact moment when switching costs are highest and resistance is lowest. That is not an accident, it is architecture. The scale of what unbundling has become is staggering. Global airline ancillary revenue in 2016 stood at $67.4 billion. By 2024, that number had climbed to $148.4 billion, more than doubled in under a decade. The 2025 projection sits at $157 billion. Ancillary revenue now represents 15.7% of total airline revenue, up from 9.1% in 2016. United States baggage fees alone in 2024 reached $7.27 billion, a new record. Here is what the United States numbers look like broken down by airline. American Airlines collected $1.5 billion in baggage fees in 2024. United Airlines collected $1.33 billion. Delta Airlines collected $1.06 billion. Frontier Airlines collected $861 million. Spirit Airlines collected $774 million. Notice something about Frontier and Spirit. They carry far fewer passengers than American, United, or Delta, but they are generating hundreds of millions in bag fees alone. That is because their entire model is built on this. Sell the cheapest possible base fare, then extract revenue from every possible touchpoint. Frontier's ancillary revenue as a percentage of total revenue in 2024 reached 62%, over half their revenue from fees, not tickets. Frontier makes more money from fees than from flying you. And in 2025, even the last holdout surrendered. Southwest Airlines, famous for its bags fly free policy for 50 years, started charging for checked bags in May 2025. The airline projects those new fees will generate $1.5 billion in annual revenue. The era of the free checked bag in the United States is over. In 2024, a Senate subcommittee investigation exposed something that confirmed what many passengers had long suspected. Frontier and Spirit Airlines were paying their gate employees bonuses, not for good customer service, not for on-time performance, for charging passengers extra fees on bags. Combined incentive payments across 2022 and 2023 totaled $26 million paid to gate staff specifically to enforce bag fees. Gate agents were financially rewarded for finding and charging bags that did not comply with size rules. The more they charged passengers, the more they personally earned. Spirit and Frontier paid employees $26 million in incentives to strictly enforce airline bag policies. They were essentially paying their own staff to find reasons to charge passengers more. This is not a company making the best of a difficult situation. This is a company designing a system to maximize extraction from customers and incentivizing employees to participate in it. The bag fee is not a cost recovery mechanism. It is a revenue optimization strategy, and the people enforcing it at the gate have a direct financial stake in the outcome. Here is the part of this story that most outrage coverage leaves out entirely. Unbundling has made air travel genuinely cheaper for a large segment of travelers. If you are flying carry-on only, no checked bag, no premium seat, no extras, you are benefiting from a base fare that is lower than it would be if everything were bundled back in. The person who travels light subsidizes nothing for the person who checks 4 bags and wants extra legroom. Unbundling is, in theory, the most economically efficient way to price airline seats. You pay for exactly what you use, nothing more. That is not inherently unfair. What is unfair is designing the booking flow to make fees hard to see, easy to miss, and psychologically difficult to avoid once you are already committed. Airlines have historically operated on razor-thin margins, making them vulnerable to sudden disruptions. Ancillary fees help build shock-absorbing resilience into their businesses. That is true. Airlines are notoriously difficult businesses. They lose money in good times and collapse in bad ones. Fee revenue made the major United States airlines genuinely more financially stable after 2008. The problem is not the fee. It is the design that hides the fee until you cannot easily say no. In April 2024, the United States Department of Transportation issued new rules. Airlines are now required to disclose all ancillary fees, baggage, seat selection, change fees, before you complete your purchase. No more discovering the $40 bag fee after you have entered your passport number. It is a step. Critics say it is not enough. The fees are not going away. But the ambush is becoming harder to execute. JetBlue took a different approach, surge pricing for bag check fees, making it more expensive to check a bag during peak travel periods. Dynamic pricing, the same logic that makes a Friday afternoon cab more expensive than a Tuesday morning, applied to your luggage. The fee economy in aviation is not reversing. It is getting more sophisticated. Every new layer of pricing complexity is another opportunity to extract revenue from passengers who are not paying close attention. The system rewards the informed traveler and penalizes everyone else. Here is the full picture. Airlines discovered something in 2008 that they have been refining ever since. The price you see in a search result is the most powerful marketing tool they have. Keep that number low and people click. Keep it low and people book. Then, once they have committed, extract the actual revenue through the booking flow. The ticket price is the bait. The fees are the business. Global ancillary revenue in 2025 is projected at $157 billion, more than doubled since 2016. United States baggage fees in 2024 hit a record $7.27 billion. Frontier's ancillary revenue represents 62% of total revenue. Fees outpace ticket revenue entirely. $26 million was paid to gate staff in bonuses specifically to enforce bag fees. And yet the counterintuitive truth remains. Base fares are 40% cheaper in real terms. And unbundling genuinely made flying more accessible for travelers who pack light. The real problem was never the fee itself. It was the drip pricing design that hides the true cost until the moment of commitment has already passed. The next time you see a $49 flight, you will understand exactly what is happening. You are looking at the cheapest part of the product. The rest is waiting for you in the booking flow. That is the hidden economics of airline fees.